and welcome to Raj Media TV. You're watching me here with the film cast of Modi Ji Ki Beti. This is Nishita Srolia, and I have the beautiful actress and the producer itself sitting right here with me. She'll mainly talk about Modi Ji Ki Beti के idea कैसे आया है आपको, because this is quite an a very interesting name what India is now promoting it to it. So what do you have to say about it?
I'm thankful to the entire Indian media for giving me this beautiful, and I believe that they found me responsible enough, to be called Modi Ji Ki Beti. And ये टाइटल मुझे मीडिया ने दिया है, तो इसी वजह से ये फिल्म की कहानी का प्लॉट भी जो है ना वो मुझे कहीं ना कहीं वहीं से मिला है. और इसी वजह से ये कहानी हमने खूबसूरत सी कहानी लिखी है कि एक लड़की है जिसके सरनेम की वजह से वो एक किडनैप हो जाता है, उसको प्रधानमंत्री जी की बेटी समझ लिया जाता है और फिर उसका किडनैप हो जाता है और फिर वो पाकिस्तान जाती है और फिर क्या हादसा होता है उसके साथ. तो बड़ी ही दिलचस्प कहानी है ये. ना तो किसी एंगल से पॉलिटिकल फिल्म है, ना ही किसी एंगल से ये वॉर फिल्म है. ये बहुत ही हंसी खेल में गुजरने वाली, गुदगुदाने वाली, चुटकुलों वाली फिल्म है. और उसके साथ ही ये आज के भारत को रिप्रेजेंट करती है, आज के यूथ को रिप्रेजेंट करती है. और एक बहुत ही प्यारा मैसेज है, दोनों देशों के लिए भी है, हमारे देश के लिए भी है, सब बेटियों के लिए भी है कि देश की हर बेटी जो अपने सपने पूरे करने की हिम्मत रखती है, जो हर बेटी जो नीडर है, साहसिक है, वो हर बेटी मोदी जी की बेटी कहलाती है.
I think you're definitely, this message is going to be the billions and millions of Indians now, and they're going to be seeing you in theaters. So what do you have to say, because you got the story when you are directing it, there must be so many comedy scenes which turned out to be more serious. What do you have to say about it?
Well, first of all, this is, I call it a comedy of errors. So, and the script was so beautiful, and in fact, I'm proud that I discovered Avni to be a writer, the hidden writer in her, because this was an incident which actually happened with her in 2014, which I think he told everyone today, like how a particular media journalist asked her. So, Avni's been a friend with me, and we've been friends for quite some years. So I was in Hyderabad, South, doing my films. तो एक दिन ऐसे ही अचानक इनका फ़ोन आया रात को, एंड शी सेज, हे आई गॉट अ लवली थिंग, व्हाट डू यू नो अबाउट द स्टोरी, लेट्स डू दैट. तो उसने ना मुझे एक रात को छोटा सा नरेशन दिया. तो इट वाज सो गुड दैट आई फेल्ट दैट यू हैव टू राइट दिस. आई गेस दैट्स हाउ द फर्स्ट ड्राफ्ट ऑफ द फिल्म केम. तो फिर थोड़ी हमने मेहनत की. तो बेसिकली द फिल्म का जो सीड है वो तो आपने, मीडिया ने हम लोगों को दिया. उस सीड से हमने उस फिल्म को सिर्फ फिक्शनाइज किया है, और वो फिक्शन को हमने कहा क्या है कि इतनी फिल्में चलती हैं, बनती हैं, और जो कोविड के दौर से हम लोग निकले वो एक बहुत स्ट्रेसफुल पीरियड रहा है सबके लिए. तो मुझे एकदम एज अ डायरेक्टर लगा कि यार कुछ स्ट्रेस से निकालें, लोगों के लिए कुछ ऐसी फिल्म बनाएं, लेट्स गेट देम आउट ऑफ this stress. So that stressful film period that we went through, people waiting and watching OTT के ऊपर ही, तो हमने कहा नहीं, इनको थिएटर्स पे लेके जाना है वापस. So my request to all is, come to the theaters, watch the film, enjoy, and I can promise you कि you will not need a paracetamol anymore. So that's one thought that I felt, So
Definitely, we all wish you very best for Modi Ji Ki Beti and seeing you all in the theaters.
अदाकारा अवनी मोदी का बयान, वजीर आजम नरेंद्र मोदी उनके वालिद हैं.
जी हाँ, मैं मोदी जी की बेटी.
हिंदुस्तान में 2000 के नोट की तरह ही रातों रात पैदा हुई मोदी जी की बेटी.
अगर ये हमारे पास हो तो सज्जाद भाई तो क्या पूरा हिंदुस्तान नाचेगा हमारे इशारे पर. देखो 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 आपके ये कौन. वेलकम टू पाकिस्तान. ये है मोदी जी की बेटी.
सलमान खान बजरंगी भाईजान में अपनी जान पे खेल के मुन्नी को छोड़ने पाकिस्तान आए थे.
हम भी तो अपनी जान पे खेल के तुम्हें पाकिस्तान ही ले आए हैं.
ये पाकिस्तान की इज्जत का सवाल है.
बेहतर जनाब.
हमारे यहाँ ना खुले में नहीं जाते, शौचालय में जाते हैं. संडा.
तुम किसको उठा के लाए हो, तुम्हें पता है?
मोदी जी की बेटी को.
So we are here to the cast of मोदी जी की बेटी और मेरे साथ में जिनकी ह्यूज फैन फॉलोइंग ऑलरेडी इंडिया में बनाई हुई है सो आई हैव द मैन राइट हियर विद मी सो व्हाट यू हैव टू से बिकॉज यू सेड इट दैट यू हैव प्लेड अ कैरेक्टर ऑफ अ मिलिट्री मैन एंड बीइंग इन पाकिस्तान हाउ डज दिस emphasize because you know an Indian person who has gone through a lot of Indian movies now playing a character of an army man in the Pakistan, what do you have to say about this particular character?
Everybody who knows me or my body of work, I mostly do mythological religious shows. Mahadev, Chanakya, Hanumanji, these are the characters which people recognize me with. So for a person like me, there comes a huge responsibility to portray a character of a Pakistani military officer, because there is a huge chance of things going in the wrong direction also. So I wanted to make sure that I am shown as a Pakistan loving person, but at the same time I am not shown as a person who hates India, because it's my responsibility to keep the right balance. And I'm sure that when you will watch the film, you will realize that I was able to represent Pakistan properly, like how any person who loves his country will represent his country.
What's the message you want to give to when we talk more about nationalism? There's a patriotic feeling you got because you have also gone through a country called Pakistan. So as you said that whether it's India, whether it's Pakistan, the love is for everyone.
The only message I'll give to people is that bullet is not the answer of any problem. Killing each other is not the answer of any problem. Everything can be resolved with love. Everything can be resolved with understanding, and you all need to be adjusting. It's like a marriage. Marriage is a very difficult institution, but people survive the marriage if they are ready to adjust. So these two neighbors, they were not supposed to be neighbors, but now they are neighbors. So they can be happy neighbors if they are ready to adjust a bit.
Thank you so much. You spoke a lot about when they were talking about controversies and all such things. Beside that, there has a very, lot of sarcasm, humor, comedy in that movie. How do you fit into it?
I really like the topic, how the film has been written. That is also one thing which appeals me a lot. I'm somebody who would not like to take political stands in life, because I'm an artist, and being an artist, I'm not inclined towards any side of it. The film talks about humanity, which I said earlier also. It talks about a person who has been stuck in a situation. It talks about people, and simple people are people with little aspirations and dreams. So if you go to a normal person, to anyone, he would say that I want to become this, or I would want to do this. I want to make my own house. I want to buy a car. I want to travel somewhere. People will have simple dreams. Nobody would say that on the initial side of it, that I would want this nation to be in my country. That won't be the first dream, because in simple forms, that is something which will not come to anybody's mind immediately. Whereas when things get bigger and it is about bigger communities, it gets complicated. So there are different issues. In Kashmir, we see that there are 4-5 kind of things which are working. There's India, there is Pakistan, there's China. Then there are people of Kashmir who say that please leave us alone. We want our freedom. So there are a lot of different point of views with different kind of people. And it's about that land, the controversy is there. Amongst this controversy, because of whatever political reasons these controversies have been existing, amongst these controversies, people with little dreams and aspirations of just being nice human beings, right, in whatever situations they are, ये एक उसका conflict है. They have just got into a conflict, and by the end of it, all the characters, they come to realize that it is all about being nice to one another. That's it. It doesn't matter where it is, because in the end, these two people who kidnap Modi ji ki beti and Modi ji ki beti, who is along with these people, in the end they end up helping each other in one or the other case. So that is what, and why these are dumb militants. We are calling them dumb militants because their thought of violence is not questioned. It is just invested in their mind, and they're like, okay, fine. It's like somebody telling you from childhood that you have to join army, or you have to become a doctor, and you haven't questioned this thought that do you really want to become a doctor or not? You haven't questioned it. It's just that, oh, what you will become? I'll become a doctor. So it's something of that sort which has happened with these two people who have joined a terrorist camp. B, we are also showing that it is not Pakistan which is trying to. Pakistan army is also somebody who would say that these kind of things should not be in our country, and nobody should get an acknowledgement of that these kinds of militia is happening in our country. It's just that it's a different. It's totally a different scenario. There are a lot of political issues, there are a lot of things to talk about. So we have not even stepped into that controversy. We've just used that as a base. बहुत भूल गया.
Thank you so much. I think all we have to say is that Modi ji ki beti is delivering a big message, and that is spreading love with comedy.